Hello everyone, it is day number 28 of the No Shave November challenge, and the fact that this isn't growing as fast as it used to is actually really bothering me. The older you get, the slower it grows, and the one thing that's really bothering me is there's significantly more gray in this than there was last year. Bothering me just a little bit. I'll deal. It's my wisdom hairs. Okay, so today, story time. Okay, pizza delivery robbery gone wrong. This is a story. This did not happen to me. This happened to one of my co-workers literally like 2 weeks after I started there. Now, keep in mind, I've been there for 17 years, so this happened 17 and a half years ago. Eric, I'm not going to give out his last name, but Eric is a badass. So, he had a double order run. That's take 2 orders at once, deliver them. Gets to the first one. It's not a great neighborhood, but we do that all the time. He parks, he gets out, he starts walking up to the door. He feels something at the back of his head. He thought he heard somebody say something. So he turns around, and there's a guy there holding a gun. He accidentally knocks the gun out of the guy's hands. They both stop, look at the gun, look at each other. He drops his delivery bag, and they both dive for the gun. They are fighting. He literally wails on the guy. I mean, 2 days later when I saw him, his knuckles were still bloody. So he beat the holy poop out of him. After a couple minutes of that, he actually gets a hold of the gun, points it at the guy. The guy takes off running. Okay. He goes for his delivery bag. Gone. He had an accomplice. His accomplice saw everything that happened, just took the bag and ran. So they got the food, they got the delivery bag, he got the gun. So he's there with his gun in a not that great area, but he had to come back to the store. He had a second order with him. He had to report that. So he calls the cops. He does the legit thing. He gives the gun to the police officers. He tells them everything that happens. They didn't get any money. They lost their gun. They just got food in a bag that they probably just took the food and tossed the bag. Those bags are actually kind of expensive. Not a joke. But yeah, pizza delivery robbery gone wrong. Eric, I know where you work, because he doesn't work with us anymore. He works at the pizza place across the street. And just in case that is a cop, I'm going to pull over this way. I stopped to see if you were there. You weren't, and now I was asking, hey, have you guys seen him? How's he doing? And they're like, oh, he doesn't really talk much. We don't know much about him. And I was like, really? So I told them that story, and they're like, dude, Eric's a badass. So yeah, they at least had a story about Eric, so they know he's cooler than he lets on. So Eric, really tall guy. So, all right, that's all I got for you. Had to share that one. So don't forget, like, subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, just leave them on down below.